Yeah, yes, inside Bankers Life Fieldhouse, the Big Three rolls on from Indianapolis here on CBS as we get ready for game number 2 of our triple header. It's the Killer 3's and Tri-State in their debuts this season. Welcome back inside Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Ed Cohen with Brendan Haywood. So a great start for the triplets, 27 for Joe Johnson. They win their first game, and now we transition to game number 2 here today.
Yeah, game number 2, I hope, is just as exciting as game number 1 was. The Aliens really started out strong in that game. Joe Johnson took it over for the triplets. But moving forward in this game, look for maybe a little bit of Nate Robinson, Amar'e Stoudemire. You never know who's going to get it going out there, but Nate always brings a lot of energy in these type of games. The guys that play the hardest normally win.
Nate Robinson, 3-time slam dunk champion. As we take a look a little closer here at the roster breakdown presented by State Farm, here is Tri-State co-captain Amar'e Stoudemire. They're going to be without Jermaine O'Neal here today. But Brendan, with a guy like Amar'e, this team has the ability inside and certainly to extend to the perimeter.
Well, listen, Amar'e Stoudemire, obviously one of the best forwards to ever do it in the league. It's going to be interesting to see how he comes out in this game because he has good pop inside, but then at the same time, he still has a strong mid-range game. So I want to see how he's going to attack the game, but I think if his team is going to be able to get the win, he's going to be a big part of it.
6-time NBA All-Star, recent years spent overseas in Israel. As for the Killer 3's, a couple of interesting guys to keep an eye on. Josh Powell, 2-time NBA champion. Franklin Session played in college with Damian Lillard at Weber State, but Powell, he is one of the key returnees for the Killer 3's.
Yeah, Powell, this is a guy that's won a couple of championships in the league. He understands what it's about, championship pedigree. He's going to be the guy that's going to do any and everything to help his team win, and that's the type of player he was, the guy that did all the little things, the extra things. It wasn't always pretty, but he found a way to get it done.
2 titles with the Lakers, led by Kobe Bryant and Josh Powell, the co-captain last year for the Killer 3's. Their coach in year number 3, guy who did a lot of little things back in his 19 NBA seasons, Charles Oakley for the Killer 3's. And on the other side, simply put, it's the doctor, Julius Erving, back to coach Tri-State in 2019.
Dr. J, good to see Julius in the building. That was one of the best amazing moments when I first got into the league, was having a chance to meet Dr. J, shake his hand, the incredible hands. Like, he shook my hand and took my pulse all at the same time. The guy has these incredible hands, and so that was a treat for me growing up, just getting to the league and getting a chance to meet one of the true pioneers of the NBA.
I can say, because for you, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Modern day.
Man, I'm old.
Everybody, when they shake his hand or just are in his presence,
oh yeah,
there's nothing like it. Amar'e Stoudemire, stat, getting ready for Tri-State. There's Josh Powell, who was the 4th pick in this year's Big 3 draft. And we're underway. Tri-State, they're in red. Stoudemire, Jason Richardson, and Yakuba Diawara off the mark on the first shot of the game.
Shot was off, but it was a great look, great play setup.
Eddie Curry inside. Bobbles, doubled. Hey, swarm Eddie Curry. C.J. Watson with the answer to beat the clock.
And that's what he does. He's a guy that can shoot the ball surprisingly quick, though, can get down that lane as well if you overreact to that jump shot, but it's a good start for C.J. right there.
Watson played a couple of years with the Pacers under Frank Vogel. And Watson steps out and drills another.
Great start for C.J. And we told you he can shoot the ball, so he's not going to turn down many jump shots out here, especially, like I said, to get a wide open J, especially in that corner, you got to take it.
Diawara. And Tri-State looking for his first points. Killer 3's last year won 3 games in the Big 3. Josh Powell, he's back, and he's given the Killer 3's an 8-0 start.
And the Killer 3's have come out here looking to really execute. They've gotten great shots, whether it's from Powell or CJ. They know exactly where they want that ball to go.
Amar'e left it hanging. Here's Eddie Curry, battle of former Knicks. Lost the ball, and Diawara there to clean it up for Tri-State's first bucket.
Eddie Curry looking for a foul right there. He wanted to get to the quick spin move, but he just couldn't finish the play off.
11-year NBA career for Eddie Curry. High-low, over the top, denied by Jason Richardson. Another chance, and fouled coming.
Great hustle play there by Richardson to get the rebound and finish that play right there. But You see Watson gets it out quickly to the corner, lets it fly before Jay Rich can recover. Excellent possession for C.J. Watson.
And Jason Richardson, star at Michigan State, follows up the free throw miss with the rebound.
Yeah, the killer threes have been a little bit late on a couple of plays as far as getting some rebounds. We saw Jay Richardson get the offensive rebound 2 times in a row right there. And we talked about this in the first game, and we're going to bring it right back for the second game. The team that wins the hustle plays, the offensive rebounds, the loose balls, those type of things, that's normally the team that's going to be able to make it and get it done.
Stoudemire with the bucket for Tri-State to cut the lead in half for the killer threes. Jason Richardson, he won the dunk contest a couple of times, but Brendan, many forget that he led the NBA in threes made one season. He was a really good outside shooter.
Yeah, Jason Richardson was a very versatile player because he could shoot the three as good as anybody, but then if you were late, boy, he could make you pay because he was an absolute high flyer, and he not only used his great athletic ability to get up on those dunks, but on the jumper as well.
C.J. Watson going to the foul line his first year in the Big Three. And uncovered a gem in the 3rd round of this year's draft. Look at Curry track down the rebound.
Yeah, Curry with some good hustle. Curry's looked a step slow early in this game. Looked like he's trying to adjust to the physical nature of the Big Three. And what's going on right now, he looks a little bit frustrated.
He wanted to call inside as Powell made that last shot.
Well, you got to understand that NBA officiating is a lot different than Big Three officiating, you know. And in the league, there's not a lot of touching going on, so those guys are used to that. So you take some time to say, okay, listen, this is the spot that I'm in. Guys are going to be a little bit more physical in this league. The officials are going to let them get away with it, but I have to play through the contact. If you don't play through the contact, you keep looking to the officials for help, you're going to be looking over there a lot, and you're not going to help your team.
Charles Oakley's team up 10-4. Amar'e Stoudemire to the line for Tri-State. And that worth 2, so it's now 10-6. Killer threes with the big start to this second game of the triple header. Milo again to Curry. This time he's there. Well defended by Stoudemire.
Yeah, Curry's having a rough time of it inside just because it looks like the lift's not there right now. And guys like Amar'e and Jason Richardson are giving him a little bit of a hard time as he tries to finish over.
Jay Rich with the touch. Hit 243 threes in the 07-08 NBA season, led the league. Context, James Harden 378 threes this year. The game is
definitely changed. Hold on, how many did you say Harden hit?
378.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And you figure that number will only rise with time as Richardson answers.
Jay Rich is not shy. He definitely is not shy. He knows where to get it done at.
Tri-State has clawed back to take the lead. Timeout, Charles Oakley and the killer threes.
This is an excellent shot right here by Powell. Steps right into the jumper. Excellent pass by C.J. Watson. And then we say Jay Rich creates some space, sidesteps it a little bit, knocks it down.
6-0 run for Tri-State. They lead the killer threes. Tri-State without one of their stars, Captain Jermaine O'Neal. He's standing by with Brandon Tierney.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. Appreciate it, buddy. This guy could play. 6 All-Stars, could run, could bang it if you had to, could shoot. What's it like to be home, man? I know this place is special to you.
It's always good coming back here. So many memories. You know, this is the first time I've been on the court, maybe in like 8-9 years. And anytime I get a chance to come back and see these people that supported me since I was 20 years old, helped me establish who I am today as a young adult when I got here, through the good, bad, and ugly. They're very patient with me through the process, so this will always be a special place for me.
Yeah, we were talking last night, and you were really focused on really illuminating just how much you grew, how much you matured in the city of Indiana, really in the state of Indiana. That doesn't leave you. You know, you're obviously, you know, you're not a kid anymore, but this place helped shape you a lot, I would imagine.
You know, everything about what people know is Indianapolis, state of Indiana. You know, like I told you yesterday, I was in China doing something for the NBA. in October, and every jersey that was there was an Indiana Pacers number 7. You know, and
You getting a cut for that, by the way?
no. You know what? I think I've been rewarded in life for just having the opportunity to come here and establish myself, put some roots in the community, establish a lot of relationships. And every time I get a chance to come back here, you know, I come back maybe 3 or 4 times a year. It never gets old.
All right, we're going to get back to the game here in a second, but you're not suited up, obviously. What's going on health-wise? Where are you at?
So I went in 3 weeks ago for, you know, because I wasn't feeling well, and then the doctor ended up, you know, telling me that I had irregular heartbeat, which was causing some issues. So they ran a bunch of tests. I was supposed to take the final test on Thursday, but they changed the medication to treat the issue. I'll go back on Tuesday, and hopefully I can get back next weekend. Obviously, I would have loved to play in this one more than anything, but we'll see what happens.
I hope we see you out here soon. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Okay, good stuff. Jermaine O'Neal, local hero, boys, no doubt.
All right, PT, thanks. And Brennan, we saw the smile. You know how much it would mean to him to play because he meant so much to these fans, to this community. But obviously, health comes first, and hopefully we see Jermaine O'Neal sooner rather than later.
Yeah, in this situation, it's all about the person, and we hope we get him out there. But if not, it's okay. We just want to see Jermaine back and healthy.
Well, BT highlighted with Jermaine O'Neal. First 4 years were with the Portland Trailblazers. He was drafted out of high school in 1996, but this is where he began to blossom as a player, as a person, most improved, and not one, not two, 6-time All-Star in his NBA career.
Listen, playing against Jermaine O'Neal, it was definitely going to be a tough night because not only did he have a game on the block, but he could face up. He was strong. He was athletic. He competed defensively. Jermaine O'Neal had a great run here in Indiana, and I think the fans feel that and sense that, and that's why they show him so much love whenever he comes back.
The number 7 jerseys all over the building today here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse as Stoudemire extends the lead for Tri-State. Remember, Jermaine O'Neal came over via trade. Dale Davis went to Portland. Dale Davis incredibly popular at the time. And Jermaine O'Neal thrived in his time with the Pacers as Sessions knocks it down for the killer 3's.
Jay Rich sensing the mismatch on Sessions. Those Sessions with a great move right there, but Jay Rich, a power guard, excellent footwork, set Sessions up, just couldn't.
Batted off the bottom of the backboard. Let's see who touched it last. It's going to be Tri-State ball. Here's Julius Erving, and the guy he played with back in the day with the 76ers, Steve Mix. Richardson dials in from 3, and Tri-State up by 4.
Jay Rich has been on fire early. Sessions going to have to start going over the top of that screen. Can't let Jay Rich get a look or get a rhythm.
Franklin Sessions. Howell stripped. 3 to shoot.
Got to get it up. Excellent defense. We talk about Jay Richardson's offense, but his excellent defense right there with the great strip, playing against the bigger power, but not giving him an inch down inside.
A big matchup from Powell. He's called for the foul, trying to strip Amar'e Stoudemire, and Stat is going back to the free throw line once again.
Now Eddie Curry coming back in the game for Powell. And hopefully Eddie's been able to work through some of the nervousness and the early inconsistent play that he had, looking a lot to the officials, wanting the contact, but he just has to focus on doing what he does, which is be a big body down there and scoring it quickly and effectively whenever he gets a chance.
Charles Oakley, his 3rd year, leading the killer 3's. Former captain Chauncey Billups retired from the Big 3 in March. And Stoudemire's made a living so far at the line. Tri-State with the 18-12 advantage. Remember, 1st to 25 gets us to halftime. 14-2 Tri-State run.
There's a nice box out by Eddie Curry. Got the rebound, kicked it out to Sessions. And Sessions has a mismatch out here.
Crossover, too much. Sessions all over Richardson. On the strength to get to the rim.
And that's the versatility in Jason Richardson's game. We've seen him hit shots from the outside, but he also has the strength to post you up or finish on strong drives when he goes to the basket.
Tri-State 5 points away from halftime as Curry hounded and fouled by Amar'e Stoudemire.
Eddie's very upset down there right now. He doesn't feel like he's getting his.
He was waiting for that whistle. At long last,
Dante Green, let's see what he's got. He's known to let it fly from deep as well.
Eddie Curry, will he get a third chance? No. Richardson against Dante Green. Quick release.
Good hustle there by Stoudemire.
Jay Rich again on the drive. Lost his footing, no foul. Quick re-entry, Green, no.
Hey, there we go. Curry finally gets it to fall. Sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the basket one time and then things start going well for you. Oh, Eddie's going to have to get a hand up on that. Amar'e's going to be able to hit that shot when he's 70. Like, just what he does in the mid-range, especially, like I said, as he got better with the Phoenix Suns and his time with the Knicks, what he was able to do at the mid-range was truly special.
Six-time All-Star. What a move. Franklin Session with the runner and the foul.
Franklin Sessions playing good. Maybe not one of the bigger names in the Big Three, but he has big game, and he's showing it early on. Look at this right here. Explodes to the basket, takes the contact, finishes with the offhand. I like what I've seen from Mr. Sessions so far.
He's known for sharing the backcourt at Weber State with one Damian Lillard. They played together Lillard's junior season, and Session had a good year, but only stayed that 1 year in Ogden, Utah. Yeah, 3-point play. It's a 5-point game here in the first half.
I love the nickname. You see that nickname? Frank Nitty. If your nickname is Frank Nitty, you got to have big game. And speaking of big game, Nate Robinson checking in. And I think this is one of the guys that just brings instant energy to your lineup. When Nate comes in the game, you know there's going to be a lot of energy. That's all he knows is to run around out there, try to make plays happen, and bring the energy himself, the little spark plug. 1
point to get to the first half. Curry. Stoudemire steps in, takes it away.
Yeah, they might have to stop going to that. They've gone to the Curry matchup against Stoudemire a lot, and nothing good has come from it. They're going to leave that one alone.
Amar'e Stoudemire takes over down the stretch and gets it to the break. 26-17 Tri-State without Jermaine O'Neal. They lead the Killer Threes. A 22-7 run to close the first half.
Listen, big-time run right there. You see Amar'e Stoudemire finishing it off, and he has to take advantage of that matchup because I don't think Eddie can guard him in space.
Amar'e Stoudemire with Brandon Tierney.
All right, that jump shot still looking pretty buttery, man. The moves, it looked like it was pretty natural. How you feeling?
Oh, yeah, man. Listen, I train year-round. I just finished playing in Israel, and so now I'm back here. I only took a week off, and I'm back in the lab, so I feel great.
How would you describe your basketball journey? From a prodigy, you came and you tried to save the Knicks, and obviously your body betrayed you a bit, to Israel, as you just said, back here at the Big Three. It's a very interesting journey. It's been a journey well spent, I would imagine.
For the love of the game. Since I was a little boy, man, I loved to play basketball. It was always a passion of mine. 36 years old now, body feels great. I'm in great shape, and the journey still goes, so I'm enjoying it.
How different when you lose a little bounce, so not to disrespect you, I know you can still move, but when you lose a little bounce, you have to see the game differently. From a cerebral point of view, and I know you're a deep thinker, a smart guy, what do you see out there as a 36-year-old player right now?
Well, the game evolves, man. You know, you train at a high level. Every year you come back with a different craft, something new, something better. And so that's been happening ever since my career started. So every year I improve and improve and improve. And so now it's like, when I don't have as much hops, I still got the skill set.
I got you. Thanks, Amar'e. Appreciate it. And by the way, hey, they always say, no, this isn't, I got you. They always say, oh, nobody wants to save the Knicks. Oh, everybody's scared of coming to New York. That guy went to New York with 1.5 knees and tried his best, and then his body caved. He was balling for a while.
BT, he did, and they'll never forget him in the Mecca. Never forget this guy either in Indianapolis, Jermaine O'Neal. His Tri-State team with the lead, courtesy of 14 first-half points from Amar'e Stoudemire. 26-17 Tri-State on CBS.
Big Three Basketball on CBS Sports is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. VH1 Basketball Wives. New season. Check your local listing. And by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
Here in Indianapolis, halftime of our second game today. Tri-State, a 9-point lead on the Killer Threes. Welcome back. Cohen with Brendan Haywood. So a good start for the Killer Threes. C.J. Watson hits a couple of threes, but they could not sustain it in that first half.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't sustain it. There were some struggles inside for Mr. Curry. He was a little bit physical, had some turnovers. He's going to have to pick it up in the second half. I think if Eddie Curry picks it up, gives him a strong presence inside, the Killer Threes can get the win.
Amar'e, big finish of the first half for Tri-State, but it all began with Jason Richardson gave Julius Erving's team a big boost early on.
Yeah, Jason Richardson really started this game off well, hit a couple of shots from outside, then had some strong finishes inside, a couple of post-ups, a couple of strong drives. So we know what Jason Richardson can do. We know what he brings to the table. He put it all on display in the first half, and now he has to replicate that in the second half.
Jay Rich, 10 points, hit a couple of threes. He was 4 of 8 from the field. That's why Tri-State with a 9-point lead at the break. So Richmond and Tri-State with the advantage. Let's go over to Brandon Tierney. He is with Killer Threes big man Eddie Curry.
Yeah, he is big. Okay, fellas, appreciate it. So, Eddie, one of the great things about this league is that they let you play the old school way. You can bang people, you can foul. They kind of swallow the whistle physically. How is it out there?
Very physical. Definitely got to get used to that because I'm kind of used to quick whistles and things like that. But yeah, definitely, I love the way you're able to play out here and get physical. And it's a man's league, so I'm looking forward to the second half.
We always hear the expression "old man strength." Is that really true out here?
Definitely old man strength out here. Amar'e's not that old, but he's pretty damn strong.
I hear it. Eddie, good seeing you, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Stay healthy, man. Okay. Eddie, back to you.
RPC, thanks. Hey, what do you say, Brendan Haywood? The old man strength. That's a hallmark of the Big Three.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When you talk about old man strength, we're talking about when you were younger and you were playing at the YMCA, there was always that old guy that he wasn't fast, he wasn't quick, but he was just strong as I don't know what. It could push the younger guys around. Guess what? We got a lot of that out here. A lot of grown men. We call it grown man strength as well.
Eddie Curry, 7-footer. He's 36, 11 NBA seasons. Josh Powell to begin the second half. Gets his own miss.
He's getting all the rebounds. Okay.
Third opportunity. Yes.
Hey,
and a foul.
Powell's not shy, is he? Tap off with 3 straight shots. Got to love it. You see him right here hustling to get the offensive rebound. Draws the contact. Quick spin move. And I love the fact that he wasn't deterred by the fact that he missed the first 2 shots. Came right back and took the third one. Got the and one.
And kept moving in with each shot, too. Josh Powell converts on the 3-point play. He played 7 games with the Pacers in the 06-07 season. 8 total years in the NBA.
There you go. That's where you need to go.
Oh, Dante Green's not going to like that call.
I might need to see a replay on that one. That looked real clean. Real clean. You see Amar'e, nice drive to the basket. Yeah, that was a clean strip. Amar'e's going to the line, but I see why Green was a little frustrated. All ball, excellent defense.
Now, Green played at Syracuse. He had the Jim Boeheim look on his face. Calls not for me.
You know Jim Boeheim stays with that look.
Yes. Dante Green, 1 year at Syracuse, and then 4 years with Sacramento. Against Diawara. Dante Green, a lot of contact, fall away.
Hello.
Wow.
That's what we mean when we talk about the old man strength. You see Dante Green causing the contact right there, getting the bump, trying to create the space. A lot of guys out here are going to try to beat you with the quickness and stuff that they used to beat you with when they were in their 20s. They're going to try to beat you with their smarts, their strength, and find a way to carve out space.
Big rebound from Nate Robinson. A 5-0 start to the second half of the Killer Threes. And before the shot, Stoudemire steamrolling Green, and Dante Green with the foul.
But I like the execution. Come off the screen and just find the roller. Just keep it simple. Sometimes it doesn't, in the 3-on-3 setting, you're thinking, hey, have to create a big shot or do something special. Just keep it simple.
Nate Robinson, first 4-pointer today. Almost. He was waiting to fire that one.
I know. I was waiting for it to go down. I'm hyped to see a 4-pointer.
C.J. Watson. How about the Killer Threes? A 7-0 run to begin this second half, and Dr. J is going to take a timeout.
Well, you know, Charles Oakley probably wasn't happy with the way the first half went, so he definitely wanted to inspire his team in the second.
It's a 2-point game here in Indianapolis. Well, Wednesday on CBS, The Amazing Race Reality Showdown Season Finale. We'll have you on the edge of your seat until the very end. The Amazing Race Season Finale, Wednesday at 9/8 Central on CBS. Dr. J had a great summation of Nate Robinson yesterday. Said he's unpredictable for us and the opponent. He could do some really good things.
I think that is the best way to describe Nate Robinson. Unpredictable. I think any of his coaches would tell you that. You don't know if he's going to come out there and let it fly from deep or if he's going to take it right to the basket. But the good thing is the defense doesn't know what he's going to do as well. He brings energy. He's unpredictable. Sometimes it doesn't work out for him, but guess what? He's not scared. He is never scared of the moment. He's never scared to make a big play, and that's why even though at 5'9" in the game dominated by Giants, Nate Robinson was able to stand out and play for so many years because there was no fear. His unpredictability worked in his favor.
87 points last year for Tri-State. That was second on the team to David Hawkins. And we didn't see much with Amar'e Stoudemire together in the first half, but those two could form a lethal pick-and-roll combination.
Yeah, I think in this setting, the pick-and-roll is probably the biggest play or the most lethal play that you have because there's not a lot of rotations, there's not a lot of help. So if you can get a pick-and-roll, you can create a matchup, a switch, you can really get a good shot.
Matchup, the foul against Amar'e Stoudemire.
Yeah, and Amar'e's been having his way inside as far as drawing fouls. He's been somebody that he's like you said, he plays basketball year round. He's still in shape, still plays overseas, so he still has that pop in his legs, and he still feels like he can go out there and get it done.
Well, one thing's for sure, Charles Oakley can certainly appreciate a couple of hard fouls. His 19 NBA seasons. You know, the amazing thing is he played all 82 games 6 times in his NBA career.
Wow. No load management for Charles Oakley?
Not quite. He even played all 50 games in the 90-day lockout season. Diawara answers with the 3, and Tri-State desperately needed that here in the second.
Yeah, Tri-State needed something to go their way.
A 31-24 advantage. Tri-State in red. Killer 3's with the ball. Green against Diawara. Leaned in.
Wow.
Blocking foul.
I really thought Diawara did a great job of sliding his feet. And I thought Dante Green gave him a little bit of a push, a little bit of a chicken wing right there. What did you think?
Absolutely.
Let's watch right here at the end. Yeah, that's an offensive foul.
That wasn't mild sauce. That was hot.
Yeah, not mild at all.
Powell will trigger. And Nate Robinson's going to let it bounce out for a Tri-State possession.
Yeah, Tri-State needs to get that ball more in the hands of Watson, though. Watson, even though he just blew a layup a little while ago, he's still done, I think, the best on this team as far as finding his shot, being calm. And he makes the game look easy. Watson isn't moving as fast as everybody else out there, and he's still finding a way to get his shot off.
Off the glass, Nate Robinson.
There we go, the little spark plug. All he needs to do is see one go in.
Seattle native, so many great guards in the Emerald City. Dante Green. C.J. Watson for Powell. Reverse. Yes. And the foul from Stoudemire.
Good finish by Powell. I like the energy that Powell's come out with in the second half. Looked like he's being ultra aggressive. There you see him right here, catches it. Reverse goes to the other side of the rim. Uses the rim to shoot off Amar'e, gets the and one.
He's going to be a coach one day.
Oh,
he was waived by the Rockets about 5 years ago and then became a player development.
And that's because you can see with Powell, he understands the game. He knows how to play. Any coaching staff would love to have him because he brings something to the table as far as that understanding of the basketball game. He can still get out there on the court, show guys what they need to do. And that's important as well. It's one thing to be able to talk about, hey, I need you to be here. But then sometimes you got to get out there and demonstrate it as well. And Powell can still do that.
Stoudemire the drive, a late whistle. And this is on Josh Powell with the killer 3's down by 4.
It seems like every time Amar'e touches the ball, he's getting fouled. So you might as well keep giving it to him.
And Jason Richardson is going to come in for Nate Robinson. You know, Jermaine O'Neal is out today for Tri-State, but talking to Julius Erving yesterday, 5 wins last year, tied for third in the Big Three for Tri-State. You get the sense this is a team with their talent that's really poised to make a run in this third Big Three season.
Yeah, you really do, and especially if they're able to get Jermaine O'Neal back with the way Amar'e's playing, drawing fouls, Jason Richardson giving them some more pop from the outside. I think this team definitely could be one of the better teams in this league.
Looks like Stoudemire. He knows it touched it last. He's going to stay with the killer threes. Remember, first to 50 wins, have to win by 2. Dante Green, no. Jay Rich is there. Slips it. Stoudemire rolls. Second effort's good.
Those are the plays that separate you. The second effort plays. Amar'e rolls, thought he got hit by Curry. Didn't stop him, got the offensive rebound, finished off the play. Tri-State looking good right now.
There's a 9-point lead at the break. Tri-State has built it back up here on day number 2 of this Big Three season from Indianapolis on CBS. Ed Cohen, Brendan Haywood, Brandon Tierney, our entire CBS crew with you from Indianapolis. Some changes out of the timeout for the killer threes. Franklin Session for Eddie Curry and denied. And Diawara strikes again for Tri-State. It's a 10-point lead.
Quick finish by Diawara. Understood Eddie Curry was coming, got it up on the glass very quickly. The big fella Curry struggling right now, holding his position inside. He's going to have to adjust to the way the game is being played out here.
Dante Green off the bounce, and much needed for the killer threes. It's a critical juncture in the game. First to 50 wins.
Yeah, Tri-State only 11 points away from getting the victory, so the killer threes are going to have to go on a big-time run right here.
Richardson, no. And there's Stoudemire, who also has 20 points against Curry. Oh, he dragged his pivot foot there.
Man,
Curry
missed a great opportunity. Jay Rich was wide open underneath the basket. A little mix-up out there, but play ball, fellas.
That's all you can do here in the Big Three. Dante Green, back-to-back buckets. He has whittled the lead down to 6.
Yeah, Green's getting it going. He understands what time it is. And, you know, in this type of game, when you see that team getting closer and closer to that 50 mark, you have to pick your energy level up. You have to understand that, hey, not a lot of time left. Got to get it going. That 10, 11 points left, that's like the fourth quarter in the basketball game.
Yep. Charles Oakley turning to Franklin Session, along with Eddie Curry and Dante Green. You have Richardson, Stoudemire, and Diawara out there for Tri-State. And the doctor.
And now they have Eddie Curry trying to guard Diawara. That might be an advantage that the Tri-State basketball team can exploit. Not sure if Eddie can stay with him.
Now Diawara launches, misses. Stoudemire now at 22 cleans it up.
Once again, you understood that. I love the fact that Tri-State understood the mismatch, went right to Diawara. He created a shot, and then I was able to finish it off.
Stoudemire down and fouled. Starting to really take hold at the end of the first half. Scored 14 before the break, and now continuing his big presence at.
He's just put his stamp all over this basketball game, especially in the second half, whether he was drawing fouls or whether it's going inside, getting it done, doing the dirty work.
I think Richardson got nicked there in the face. Session. Curry. Spinorama.
Whoa.
And one too many steps.
Man, my big fella having a hard time in there.
It's been tough.
Yeah, it's a bad day for him. He's trying to get adjusted. I think Charles Oakley's going to get him out of the game. Tri-State 9 points away from winning this thing. Charles Oakley can't wait anymore. He has to get power back in this game and try to make a run.
In some, but not many leagues, that might be legal. Not in the Big Three.
Yeah, that's not legal in the Big Three, Little Three. I don't care what you want to call it. That's a travel.
Now, Session escapes the pack with it. 41-33 Tri-State. Session, yes. Franklin Sessions drills it. Little guy from the West Coast, and it's a 6-point game.
Hey, the little guy's got a big game, and he is not backing down from Jason Richardson at all. I think Tri-State can make this game easier on themselves, though. Jay Rich, even though he made a nice pass right there, they're making the game too hard. If Sessions is going to guard Jay Rich, it's 3-on-3. Walk him down to the block, post him up, force him to double team.
Sessions, finger all popped out. George Gervin's coaching next. The Iceman.
King of the finger roll.
For Sessions, that's right. Stoudemire, no. And the window is open here for the killer threes. Dante Green leaner. Oh, he'll shoot at the foul line.
Great step through right there. Hit a couple buckets in a row. Diawara had to overreact to it a little bit. Dante Green able to step right through and get the contact. Big time free throws coming up. Every basket counts for the killer threes. They have to find a way to fight their way back into this ball game.
Yeah, it's going to be Dante Green at the line. He was 12th overall this year's Big 3 draft. Early second-round pick. .41-35. The lead still 6.
Hello.
And Richardson adding to it. Oh, what a swing with the missed free throw and then the trifecta.
Huge swing. Miss a chance to get 2 points, and then you give up 3 right back the other way. Fall asleep quickly on defense.
Sessions, much needed answer.
Sessions right back at Jason Richardson.
He played at 4 different colleges, including that 1-year Weber State. Frank Nitti doesn't get much better.
I'm telling you, that might be the best nickname in the tournament. I mean, in the Big 3.
Number 1 on your list.
Oh, yeah. Frank Nitti, I like that. Sounds like he should have like a mixtape or something.
He's from the West Coast, Los Angeles. Played in the D-League, Canada, Qatar. 2 to shoot here for Tri-State. Richardson's going to inbound.
I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do. Are they trying to run a lob for Amar'e? Quick pin down or what? But they only have 2.8 seconds, so whatever it is, it's going to have to be very, very quick. Killer threes have to be aware of that right now.
Stoudemire steps out. Almost got the bounce. Here's your guy, Frank Nitti, off the dribble.
Hello.
Hangs. Howell, no. Howell.
Killer threes fighting their way back into it. And once again, I think Tri-State is making the game incredibly hard on themselves. Look at the size advantage of Jason Richardson over Frank Nitti. But they're continuing to go away from what their strength is. Right now, you can post Jason Richardson up and get whatever shot you want. We saw that in the first game where Joe Johnson just created a problem inside, and the triplets were able to ride their way to victory. I think Tri-State isn't taking advantage of what their best offensive play or best offensive set could be right now. Play through Jason Richardson, but play through him on the block. Force Charles Oakley to sub Frank Nitti out of the game.
Richardson lost the ball. There's Sessions on defense. And don't look now, Brendan Haywood. It's a 2-point game.
Definitely, 2-point game. And then you see Jason Richardson right here. He's trying to get to the post, but he's trying to get to the post with the dribble. Simplify the game. Post up, and then you don't have to dribble to get to that spot. You'll already be there. It looks like we have a tie ball game right now.
Josh Powell has deadlocked it at 44.
Bonzi Wells just stood up and told Jason Richardson to get on the block. It's about time.
9-0 run for the killer threes. Stoudemire is going to the foul line and trying to stop a 6-0 run for the team in gold.
And Stoudemire's made a living in the second half at the free throw line. Whether it was whether it's being hustle plays or whether it's just him initiating the offense, they have sent Amar'e to the line time after time again. He's knocked him down.
46-44 Tri-State. Remember, it's first to 50. You must win by 2. As Charles Oakley's team, they had a big lead early, but now 9 at the break have stormed back. Richardson.
Oh!
No! Took a hard spill. Dante Green. Sessions. No one to save it to. It's going back to Tri-State.
But you love the hustle from Sessions. Even though the ball went out of bounds, you see he was able to track it down, try to get it to his teammate Dante Green. Just couldn't get the execution right there.
They can win it with a 4-pointer. Stoudemire.
Great hands by Green. He got robbed in the first half. Not this time.
That was for the lead. Jay Rich with it. Against Sessions. Richardson blocked away.
That's
Will
a goal
they count
kick.
it? Yes, they will.
I still don't understand why Tri-State's making it so hard. Jason Richardson right there gets the basket by posting up Frank Nitti, but they made him take 10 dribbles. Just throw it to him on the block. Nitti has nothing for Jay Rich on the block if they just allow Jay Rich to walk down there and post up instead of dribbling all the way down there.
Sessions. Who touched it last?
I think that's going to be Tri-State ball.
Still conferring it is indeed for Tri-State.
There we go. Now you see Jason walking down to the block, get it in.
Point game for Tri-State.
Yeah, there you go.
Richardson against Sessions, doubled, fall away. Well, short power on the air ball, the rebound and put back, and it's a 2-point game.
All right, we're gonna battle all the way down to the end.
Still a chance to win it for Tri-State. Stoudemire throws it up. Almost. Rebound Powell. Green against Diawara. Powell, no. Saved it back in. It's loose and out of bounds. Look at Sessions. Tri-State's going to get it back.
Man, the killer threes are all over the place. Couldn't get the shot to drop, but their energy is why they have fought their way back into this game. It's the hustle plays, just like this right here. Listen, look at Powell. Doesn't get the tip, fights it off, tries to find one of his teammates. It goes out of bounds, but those type of plays typify why they're back in this game. And oh, Jay Rich blows the layup that could have won the game.
Windows open for killer threes. Sessions, ankle breaker. Green for the lead.
Hello!
Dante Green
Uh-oh!
down in the killer threes.
Uh-oh!
1.
Wow. What a comeback from the killer threes. Amar'e wants it, though.
Stoudemire, no, knocked into the hands of the officials. Stays with Tri-State with about.
And what about the
7 to 2.
hands of Green? The quick hands right there on the steal. But you see right here, Green gets the ball, sizes up Amar'e, takes the three, knocks it down. Killer threes up 1, but Tri-State has the ball.
Timeout. Dr. Julius Erving and Tri-State. Killer threes by 1, but remember, first to 50, win by 2. Tri-State can win this thing with a 3.
Listen, right now you just have to focus on getting the best shot. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a 3. Just get a good shot, whether that's a post up for Amar'e or whether it's a post up for Jay Rich. I think that's probably your best option right now.
Granted, it's the Big 3. It's season 3, and this game was well within reach for Dr. J's club, but the killer threes with a surge from the threesome of Sessions, Powell, and Dante Green.
Listen, Dante Green is special. I love what he's done in the second half of his ball game. He's been very aggressive, searching for his shot. And at the same time, he's had a couple of really, really good strips on Amar'e Stoudemire where he goes in there, puts his hand in the cookie jar, and doesn't get penalized for it because they were excellent steals.
They've added time on the shot clock, 9 to shoot for Tri-State.
I think we're going to check Nate Robinson in the game. Oh, they tried to get him in.
Richardson with Diawara and Stoudemire. Spin, Stoudemire can't
What a block
finish.
by Powell.
Another chance, he's got it, and Tri-State 50-49. They are the first to 50, but you must win by 2.
No
Sessions.
threes. You can't give up a 3 right here. Oh,
The burst. Blocking foul.
what a
Jason
play by
Richardson.
Sessions. Sessions is really winning me over in this game. I just love the spark, the fight, and every time he has the ball, you just feel like a special play is going to happen. Watch out, Amar'e. Don't reach. Nice little Euro step. Jason Richardson a tad too late on the charge. He's not happy about it, but it was obviously the right call.
Massive shot here for 2 points and a chance to give the killer threes the lead. And now Nate is coming in for Diawara.
Yeah, they finally get Nate in the game. They're trying to get probably a little bit more shot making in that lineup. Want to spread that court out a little bit.
Yeah, killer threes are going to counter that with C.J. Watson in place of Josh Powell.
I like it. Smart move. Smart move by Coach Oakley.
Sessions at the line. Killer threes with the 1-point advantage.
Once again, the Killer Threes cannot give up a three-pointer right here, though. And you know Nate Robinson would love to take that.
Oh, yes. Hedge comes. He's fouled by Dante Green, and Charles Oakley not pleased with the call on Dante Green.
And Charles Oakley none too pleased with that call right there. Never afraid to show his displeasure with the officials.
Now, Brendan, you mentioned Nate Robinson. They get him back in. A three can still win it for Tri-State.
Right. And you have to be aware of that. If you're the Killer Threes right now, you have to understand you want to play solid defense, but you can't let anybody line up for three. You have to run Tri-State off of the three-point line.
Nate's got it.
You know Nate's looking for the three. Nate would like nothing more than to hit a three or even a 4-point play and end this game. I told you he's looking for the three.
Here it is.
Oh!
Sessions with the rebound. And now the Killer Threes can win it. They just need a
bucket.
Wait
a minute. Great pop. You don't have to take it back.
Jay Rich, yes, and Tri-State by one.
What? This game is so exciting. The hustle plays both teams won, and everybody's trying to do whatever they can to win the game. What a move by Sessions. Great block, though, on the weak side by Jay Rich.
Green for the win.
Game!
Killer Threes win it over
And he got a little
Tri-State.
dance with it.
Helter Skelter in the heartland. What a finish.
Man, it is fitting that Green hit the shot. With the way that he played in the second half, he needed to get that shot. He was one of the main reasons why the Killer Threes were able to get back in this ball game, whether it was his big-time strips or his big-time shot making, and he ends the game with a big-time bucket.
Tough defeat for Tri-State. Here's the game winner.
Catches it, no hesitation, lets it fly. He knows it's good right away. And then, hey, I don't know what we call this dance move, but I like it. It's funky. A little sauce on it. You got dance moves like that?
Negative.
Negative? You tell me you can't pull that off? You can pull that off.
Won't even try.
Come on, man. There's a little bit of a duck walk, some shoulder movement. You got that. Come on, man. You got to go deep in your bag of tricks, man.
The good news is Dante Green, he has him in his bag of tricks, and he's with Brandon Tierney.
In there, but you know, he left me too wide open, and I had no choice but to hit it.
I tell you what, this game had a little bit of everything. Some hard fouls, some missed layups, some bombs from deep. Kind of an interesting start to the season. What do you think of your team so far? I know it's early. What do you see from the Killer Threes?
You know, we missing our leader, our captain, you know, our junkyard dog, Stack, Steven Jackson, and you know, just want him to have a speedy recovery, get back, bro. We love you, and we out here fighting, man, just trying to keep it going and have some fun.
Yeah, you throw him in the mix. We got a team that's ready to battle.
We're gonna be a team to be reckoned with. I'll tell you that.
Ready to train that shot. Thank you very much. Congrats. All right, boys. There you go.
ABT 2 games down, and Dante Green the three to win it, 54-52. Brendan Haywood, 14 points for Dante Green, none bigger than that three for the W.
Yeah, the three was huge, caught it, like I said, lined it right up and didn't have any hesitation. Great shot by Dante Green. Great finish to this game. Very exciting.
Killer Threes without their captain, Steven Jackson, the former Pacer. Tri-State missing Jermaine O'Neal. Stoudemire and Richardson combined for 43 points for Tri-State, but Dr. J's team only got 9 points from the rest of the roster.